I'm a Christmas guy. I love Christmas. Obviously, getting presents. It was a time of year where you gotta. In my family, we got it. That was like your birthday and Christmas were the two big times where you got a bunch of stuff, which was great. Not that it was about the stuff, but we were always there's traditions, and we would have special dinners and special music and lots of fun stuff outside. I was like a tobogganer big time, so I was always out at all hours tobogganing. So there's the link. If you want to pop in studio and you want to pop on the show, just grab that link and you'll come backstage first. So you don't need to worry about instantly being on stage. You'll come backstage and we'll be able to say hello. But if you want to share a story from any of your holidays, you can also, for those of you who are actors, you want to share a victory or a win from the year, something that you booked, something that you're really excited about, a big audition that you had, or maybe you want to share a challenge that you had and something about this year that was challenging or difficult, and maybe you got questions about how to improve in next year. You can do all of those things. So what are we going to start with? Movies?
Yeah, let's start with movies.
Favorite movies? What's your
Yeah.
favorite Christmas movie? Or a favorite? Top three? What are we doing here? Top three?
Yeah, we'll go back and forth.
Sure. Okay.
I'm going to go with Santa Claus, the Tim Allen classic.
All right.
That was always a fun one for me growing up. I great performances. I think I haven't seen it in a while, but it's always such a fun movie. And it's one that always comes to mind first when anyone ever asks, what kind of Christmas movies do you like?
Right. And there's now 3 of them. So if you like Santa Claus, you can see.
Is there a new one this year?
Maybe Santa Clauser. Even more Santa Clauses.
Even more Santa Claus than you can ask for.
Which one? There's one where Martin Short's in it. Was that an older one or?
Yes,
that,
he. You know what? I think it's 4 that's out right now.
4, right? Yeah, that's the great thing about holiday movies is you can just crank them out. Like we won't even get into Hallmark movies today, or maybe we can get into Hallmark movies. Yeah, we can. Let's hold it. We'll hold Hallmark for a little bit because we see them a lot. But one of mine, I think my classic Christmas comedy that I remember, and this is one of the first ones that I saw as a kid that just blew my fucking mind, was now I just spaced the name of it. Like Griswold's Christmas or whatever. What's that one called with Chevy Chase? What the fuck is it called?
Oh, Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation. Yeah, Christmas Vacation. Right.
Nice.
Yeah, that one. Chevy Chase in that, and Randy Quaid especially. Randy Quaid playing the uncle that rolls into town with the RV. Just so much physical stuff. I remember there's a scene in that where they go tobogganing, and I think Clark Griswold, Chevy Chase, has found this like industrial strength, like toboggan polish, and it's a metal toboggan, and he polishes this up with it's like made by NASA or something, and it's this like toboggan lube, and he gets on it and gives him a nudge, and then it just like takes off down, like sparks on it. It just rockets down the hill through trees, across roads, and just one of the most insane scenes ever. And then there's also a scene where I think the cat gets into the family cat gets into the Christmas tree. You know, cats love Christmas trees and they rattle around in them. And there's a scene where the cat I think fucks with the wiring, and then the whole Christmas tree burns down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's great. Classic. Check it out. Have you seen it? You've not seen it?
No, I was never really a big fan of the Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Right. You got to watch it. That's a standard Christmas, like not even outside of the Lampoon movies. It's just a Christmas standard that demands to be watched in the realm of Christmas movies. Okay, I'll do number 2. There's so many. I think if it doesn't make the top 3, it has to make an honorable mention. Home Alone is just bomb. Like it's such a great movie. I mean, it happens to be around Christmas. I don't know that it's so much about. I guess it is about Christmas and the Christmas spirit at the end of the day when the family comes back. And but it's. I mean, you love it. maybe a little bit because it's woven into Christmas, but I think the reason we love it all is just it's hilarious and slapstick humor. The idea of a kid in his booby trap palace against the two villains is just like it was like a real life cartoon. Macaulay Culkin's fucking adorable in it. So
Joe
charming.
Pesci is
So
hilarious.
Joe Pesci and the other guy are perfect. Yeah, what are they? The wet what are they? The wet bandits or the wet? They had a nickname where they would always. It's because he would always like. Then they would let the taps run, and then so it'd be like the soggy basement. But yeah, they were the wet bandits. You don't remember?
I don't remember the name of their group.
Oh,
No.
okay. Somebody does. Let us know.
I know John Candy worked 23 hours on set like consecutively, and then only got paid like $500 because it was like a favor. He got paid like the SAG minimum.
Right. Yeah, is that where he did they just did like the polka, like they met them at the airport and they hopped into the van or something? Was that John Candy's role?
Yeah, he had like a couple scenes that they needed to shoot, and it was all like traveling scenes, but they only had him for one day, and so they used him for 23 hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
OT baby. That's fun though. Come in with your famous comedian buddies and crank out a couple funny scenes.
And the writer is someone very prolific, and they don't usually let anyone improv when they're doing their own scripts.
It's John Hughes, isn't it? Isn't that
John Hughes? Yeah. And he doesn't usually let people improv, but he was like, nope, just let John Candy do his thing.
Right.
Whatever comes out of John Candy's mouth is fine.
Yeah, they probably had an hour of footage of him just improvising in the back of that van.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. All right, what's your number 2?
Jingle All the Way.
Nice.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger classic.
Wow.
I always used to beg to watch this movie. It's terrible, and it's all about like consumerism and like getting that one toy and stuff like that. I always thought it was so funny, just like the slapstick in it. There's a brawl between all these Santas at the end where Arnold Schwarzenegger's fighting all these Santas, and it's great. It's hilarious.
Right, jingle all the way. Yeah, that's they're going after it's the last like the toy of the season, right? Like the toy that went viral, and there's only one left, and there's just like everyone's like scalping them and stuff. Yeah, yeah, and then they just have rampages in the shopping center.
Yeah,
it's great.
And then Arnold Schwarzenegger dresses up as that superhero because he's the only one that fits in the suit.
Right,
and then goes on a Santa Claus parade. Great.
It's the true meaning of Christmas.
It is. It's the true meaning of consumerism Christmas.
The funny thing is all of that is like pretty much with like some creative liberties, but basically has happened in real life too, where there's a run up at Christmas on some stupid doll or some toy, and people in Walmart are rampaging, piling on to get the last one. Mothers and fathers screaming at each other.
Yep. Fighting.
'Tis the season.
This is why Black Friday happens a month before Christmas.
Right?
Imagine if Black Friday happened on like Christmas Eve or something. The pandemonium.
It would be pandemonium. All right. So what number are we up to? We're to
3.
Was that your third?
Yeah. No, that's my second.
Oh, that was your second. I'll do third and then a bonus one. I mean, I gotta throw the original Grinch and the Jim Carrey Grinch, both of them in there. Like he's great in it. And the original, I really like the original cartoon. That's a whole other thing. We're talking feature films, but then there was all those like classic short cartoons that would always come out around Christmas. The Grinch. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a blah. I always the theme song for the Grinch always reminds me of the theme song to Frasier. Yeah, just the voice, the voice, like, baby,
Baby,
I
I hear the blues are
calling,
calling, toss
tossed salad
salad
and
and
scrambled
scrambled
eggs. You're a mean one,
eggs.
Mr. Grinch. You're a mean one. Toss salads and scrambled eggs. Right?
I wonder if Kelsey
Same.
Grammer sings the Grinch every now and again. Because doesn't he sing that song? Like that Frasier theme song?
I mean, I feel like it sounds like him, maybe, but I can neither confirm nor deny. Baby, I hear the blues are calling. I mean, it would make sense, but has that happened before? I don't know. Is there
I
another?
need to
Google it.
find.
If only there
There
was a
has
way
to
for us to
be
find out.
Kelsey
You're a
Grammer
mean
singing
one, Mr.
Mr.
Grinch. You really are. Baby, I hear the blues are calling. Toss salad and scrambled eggs. Insane.